Good morning, everybody. It's Claire here again, doing a website review today for Nelson Cottage. And every time I do a website review, I always think I should do it live. I always go and have a look first and nut out like my thoughts and my recommendations. And I'm doing it today. I'm doing it live as I experience this website. So let's go. Okay, Nelson Cottage bed and breakfast. Looking at the menu items, so accommodation, amenities, packages and events, gallery, about, FAQs, testimonials and contact. Great, you've got testimonials, and you can also book a room, which is fantastic too. So let's just scroll down. A historic retreat nestled along the Glenelg River. Thoughtfully renovated bed and breakfast echoing heritage charm in a seaside location. I love that. So straight away, seaside location tells me that I'm assuming it's near the sea. We can see rooms and then amenities. So this is great. There's call to actions there to actually book a room. And then there's amenities as well to go and explore about that. So I'm assuming that goes to this page, and I would assume that this would go to the accommodation page. But when I do hover over it, I can see down the bottom left-hand corner, it goes to your booking platform. So let's scroll down a little bit more. Accommodation. So once again, this is linked. Not everyone will know that, though. Constable Cottage and Limestone Cottage. So, all right, so I'm learning now that there's two. There must be two places that you can stay. It would be really great to have a picture here to really, when I think of Limestone Cottage or Constable Cottage, I already have a picture in my head. So it would be great to have a picture and then actually have a call to action that leads to read more about the Limestone Cottage, and or vice versa. As well, with this one here, have a call to action that's to read more about the Constable Cottage, because now there's decisions that need to be made, right? Okay, so there's an opportunity there. Packages and events. So explore our accommodation packages and upcoming events. That's great, with a call to action button. And I was just about to say reviews. So, woohoo, there's a review. That's so great. So a beautiful stay, a wonderful couple who have renovated and run a great B&B in a picturesque and peaceful town on the South Australian Victorian border. Joe and Paul have filled their cottage with beautiful furniture, warm fireplaces and lots of board games. If you're driving between Melbourne, Adelaide, Melbourne, then take the coast road and spend the night here. Really great experience. So even just reading this, I've learnt so much from a review that obviously the hosts have got recognised in the review. Beautiful furniture, warm fireplaces and loads of board games. So just this one sentence really paints a fantastic picture for me. So this is great, and it's also named, sourced and dated. So well done, 10 points. That's so great. Quite often we will see things that aren't dated or they aren't named. So I'm just going to shift me as well. So we've got the social media links. This here could also be linked as well. So when you go to your Google business or when you go to your address on Google Maps, you can actually get a link that will link to that address so people can see exactly where it is. I do hope you have a location of exactly where you are without me having to go hunting for it. It's great that these are also linked as well, so people can, pick up or, easily call you, or we've got that email there too that they can send an email to. So hoping these all open in new tabs. I won't open them, but we really want to make sure that these external links open in new tabs. Okay, another great thing too would be to have a subscribe. So I'm assuming that you may not do email marketing. It'd be a really great spot to have a subscribe here on the footer, so that if anyone is browsing your website and they decide that they're not quite ready to book, but they're just looking at maybe future dates or possibilities for a holiday, then it's really good to have that subscribe option for people. It's kind of like taking a pamphlet, to have that in your back pocket. So My next question is, I really want to know where you are. So I'm going to head to your contact page just to see if there is a map or something that can tell me exactly where you are. So I can contact you. So once again, this would be great to make this clickable. Questions, suggestions, special requests, send over a message below and we'll reply as soon as we can. Great, there's a map. Fantastic. So I can actually see where it is. So the other thing too is that if I'm thinking about taking a holiday here in this region, I kind of would want to know, okay, what other things to do, things to do and see around this area of Nelson. I can't quite see any destination information. So I'm just going to go and see if there's something that will give me a little bit of an idea about the destination. So it looks like I'm on the About page, which getting there. Oh yeah, there's another map there. But there's a great opportunity to do a destination page. So a destination that, because obviously when people are browsing ideas for a holiday, quite often they'll need to look at the destination first and decide whether the destination is right for them. I would imagine that you would have a lot of people that would come and stay with you and they would ask you questions such as, what is there to do and see in the area? What are the walks? What are the cafes? What are the must-sees? Are there any lookouts? What beaches can we go to, etc.? So it says here that, it's a great base for holidaymakers exploring the various activities. Kayaking, hiking, fishing, bird watching, swimming, and sightseeing. So imagine if you had some of this information on your site, even just starting with one page where you talk about kayaking. How do you go to kayaking? Is there a kayak that I can hire? Hiking, where are the walks? Fishing, where are the fishing spots? Where can we go and check out some, do some bird watching? Where's a great place for swimming and what should we sightsee while we're there? So you can see how having an additional page that is about the destination would really help, firstly, keep people on your site, which is really good for search engine optimization. It stops them from going elsewhere to go and explore what's this area like, what's this town like, what can I see and do, and they're still staying within your site. And then also that information that you can use for people that have made a booking with you. So you could lead them to that page of things to do and see, and then there's that opportunity that they could possibly extend their stay because they realise that, there's some really great things we want to see. So let's go check out the accommodation page and see how this one looks. So we've got Constable Cottage. So built in 1882. Oh, yes, I remember this. Great. So we've got the Constable Cottage King, Cottage Queen. So obviously we can book if we click on these buttons here. I can tell this because when I hover over it on the bottom left, I can see the URL that it's going to lead me to. So maybe it would be really great to have a very obvious call to action here that says check availability or book now or something like that. So we've got Limestone Cottage was added to the original police station to later become a guest house and a bed and breakfast. Limestone Cottage family room. So once again, it'd be really great to have those call to actions. And so there's lots of options there with this one, but putting a review in here as well. So if you've got strategically placed reviews, that one that talks about the Constable Cottage. So, we stayed here. We had the king room. It was so clean and beautiful. Blah blah blah. Same for Limestone Cottage. So if you can put a review in there, that might help that conversion rate as well. So that's all I've got for today. Hopefully that's given you some good ideas and some good tips about how to improve your website. But yeah, stay tuned for the next one.